This is time for In Review. Are y'all ready? Chocolate in hand? Let's get started. Craft Roulette presents In Review. Hello, I'm Mary Gunn of Mary Gunn Fun, your intrepid host of Craft Roulette. This is not Craft Roulette. You know it. I know it. We all know it. It's Wednesday night. It's not Friday night. And what is Craft Roulette? Well, in a nutshell, it is the ultimate original paper crafting card making game show challenge, and we are live almost every Friday night. And when we are here, we love to have you here too, because it's more fun with friends, and we leave a seat right here at our worldwide craft table just for you. This is getting so long, I am going to probably it's going to be like the whole show, and I will just be doing the introduction. But anyway, this is part 2 of Craft Roulette, which is In Review, featuring you, our card contributors. And we have some real humdingers this week. My gosh, that gallery is full of cuteness. Chatterbox, are you feeling cute tonight? I hope so. This is a card making show. We are going to do 3 things in this show, and those things are mail call, Act 1, card slideshow, Act 2, and Act 3, the very fast-paced interactive game, card detective game, Whodunit, where I will be stealing some art from the current gallery, and you, my friends in the Chatterbox, live Chatterbox, can try to catch me and figure out whose card I'm casing. Have you been studying? Study those cases before the case comes up. That would be a detective. I guess they do that in detective school, though. They learn about different kinds of crimes. I guess so. Anyway, we do have, before I forget, I'm going to say this a couple times tonight, but next week will be the night before Thanksgiving in the United States, and so I will not be here. We will be preparing for some sort of family feast, and I'm not sure what. So this is it for November, so sit back, relax, and try to catch me. We do have a couple wonderful Thanksgiving dad jokes, however, that you are going to want for your Thanksgiving table conversation. These were given to us by Lenine Jesse. Are you ready? Okay. What's the best? This is a good one. You really will want to have this one in your repertoire. What's the best song to play while cooking a turkey? You don't know? Well, let me tell you. It's all about the baste. Based, yeah. That's good. I like that one. I do. I'm going to give it a yay! What do you, and I like this one too. This is a very good one that you're going to need for the table. What do you call a running turkey? What do you call a running turkey? I say you call it fast food. I like that one too. I picked these especially for tonight because there are a couple that we won't get to, but 2 more. Here we go. I'm on a roll. I'll be here all week. No, I won't. I'll only be here tonight and then Friday night. What do you wear to Thanksgiving dinner? Now, this one may be a sad trombone. A harvest. I know, but I felt like I needed to. And we will end up with one of my favorite kinds of jokes. JD and I play this joke all the time. Knock, knock. And who's there? Normally who? Normally, I don't eat this much. See, that's a good one, right? You need that one. Yeah. So you've heard this story a million times, but I would do knock, knock with JD when he was a little baby. Now he does it all the time, and he'll hear knock, knock, and he'll go knock, knock, or whenever. And then when I get him out of his bed, when his nap is done, I go to his door and go knock, knock. And then I say, who's there? And he starts laughing. So that's what I'm getting him trained on, the good stuff, AKA bad dad jokes. All right, let's go to, we want to say thank you to our spin sponsors. Always to our spin sponsors, Bloom Daily Planner. I know some of you have been getting it because I've been getting notifications from our affiliate link activity, and I thank you very much. Relatively thoughtful, has a lovely line of papers and such. You can find her on her week or monthly challenge too. That's free. You can download some free paper. Pajama Crafter Stamps is a spin sponsor this month. Thank you, Joy. And I do have some things to show from her. And Pink and Maine. They had some really cute things that they always have cute things. And thank you guys for going to visit there last weekend when they had the open house. Gloria was there, and I can't remember who else, but statistician Gloria Davis. And it was fun to see you guys in there, and loved that little video where I could see the shop. There's quite a bit going on there. Cute little shop in some place in Florida. It had palm trees or something in it, but you can look it up on Pink and Main's website. You can find all of our spin sponsors on craftroulette.live/associates spin sponsors. Okay, so I do have some things. When I will pull these out and show them to you when I get down to paper. So, which is really soon. Like right now. Shall we? Please join me for Act 1. Mail call. Boom, 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 boom. So these are the little things I made. She sent a couple stamp sets to me. Thank you very much. And they are Woodland Christmas Eve stamps, Polar Pal stamps. I really think he's cute. And I went ahead and stamped off some because I like to do that because there's more likelihood that I will make some up and get them ready for a quick card or tag. And this really cool woven warmth stencil. I didn't have anything like this, so I am quite impressed that I have it now. And I'm very glad. So, so I decided to go ahead and on that woven warmth stencil, I sponged it in white ink that was stayed wet, and then I used some silver tinsel. I don't know how to use this, but man, isn't that pretty? And I used some silver tinsel embossing powder, and I thought, wow, that was very, very pretty. And then so I'm doing a book binding penance because I forgot what I was doing on Friday night on Craft Roulette. And so I'm trying to keep this in my brain. But so I wrote to Dear Mama Llama about it. I said, oh, Dear Mama Llama, here's my drama. I have a weekly show on YouTube and such. And I forgot how to make, I didn't know how. I just went blanked on how to make a bookbinding card on the show. And I was supposed to be their intrepid host and leader. And Dear Mama Llama was so kind. She just said, with all the solar flares and things that were happening during that time, I believe you just had Foldamus Forgetamus. And so don't worry, she said, you'll remember these things. But I do suggest that you practice those folds so that it's a little more in your wheelhouse when it comes up. So I think it was just the solar flares and some Foldamus Forgetamus. But this is one of the cards with that little woodland animal thing. Look at those little tags. Aren't those cute? And then there's the stencil behind it. And they've got a bunch of cookies and things in there. And it says, Santa, we saved you some. Baked with love. Cookies for Santa. Love from the critters. And then on the back, they have a whole bunch of itty bitty things in this set. And including a to and from and some cups that look very festive, which could obviously be used throughout the year. But I thought they were very cute. And this is an A2 book binding card with a pocket in front. So it doesn't mean that you can't do fancy things like pockets. You can. And you can make it even in front. I think it turned out kind of cute. And I loved black and white stripes. I always have. Then Jen Gross made an adorable little ticket book that was a bookbinding card, and I think she was definitely in my brain when I made this, as well would Carrie Rhodes would be in my brain as well, because I made it a shaker on the front using the polar bear stamps. So I used the polar bear stamps and just made a little book, let it snow, and this is on index card. Because I can, and just put a little shimmer down at the bottom. I'm here for you today and always. And he's got a little bucket of fish. So if you have somebody that really would love a little encouragement and a bucket of fish would make them smile, a little seal face would make them smile, some snow, this may just be the project for you. But let's get to mail call as promised. I have some lovely things here. I got to cover this up. But Jacinta sent me something from Australia. Look at all those Australian stamps. Aren't those cool? I love the kitty ones, Jay. Do you see all those Australian cat stamps? And no, it's a flower. It's not a retiform kangaroo, just a flower. And there's some dogs. Woo! And she sent some really sweet things. Very thoughtful. She is a very thoughtful glitter fairy in our group. She sent a pretty bag because she sent me some cards to send to Aunt Jean. And she used a page protector, which I thought was pretty smart too. And it says, please deliver to Aunt Jean, but I peeked. So we're going to peek in here and we're going to look at them. It says, have a nice day from Jacinta. And it's a nice card. There we go. So she will love this because it's her colors and because it's got a cool little fold and she can play with that. Oh, look at there. Look at there. Would you look at that? And then it's got pretty paper on both sides and some pretty stickers for you. Isn't that lovely? She's going to so love getting mail from Australia. Now, how did that work? We will fix it later. And happy birthday, Jean. So that was just a thanking of you. This is her happy birthday card. She is going to love it. And oh, isn't that pretty with the beautiful flowers? Her colors and her name. Everybody loves name. And then she has a little note in here. Several pieces of notes. And so that's she's going to enjoy that so much. I hope you don't mind that I peeked, but I did. Too late now. And then she enclosed some U.S. stamps for mailing the cards to Aunt Jean. And that's why she sent this little packet. So thank you very much. And she also sent a note to moi for you, Marie. And that's what's kind of a neat little deal. Using some dies on the covers of the, look at that pearlescent envelope too. I feel very fancy schmancy. And highfalutin. This is one of those little cards too. I better pay attention. It closes like this. Crafting comes before housework in the dictionary, as it should. Oh, thank you, Jacinta. I got the green light there. And then on the back it says Mary with some beautiful paper. Here. See, I got one too. So Aunt Jean and I can talk about it. She is coming up sometime for Thanksgiving, so I may. And then she sent just enclosed some really nice A7 size envelopes, which I definitely will use. But she is coming up, so I may end up just handing them to her and seeing what she says. But thank you. That was so very thoughtful. Whew. She just loved getting all your cards. So much. We need a pack name for crafters. Well, we're craftettes and crafterettes and things. You mean like the Irene Hattrick Smith? You mean like a group noun kind of name? Collective noun. This one is from Jay, who had been on the show, and it says thanks, and then he thanked us for being on the show and sent us a beautiful card. So autumnal. He's got a banner on a banner. This piece is all one, and then he's got this. There's some complementary colors going on there, so it looks really good, but very muted versions of them. Some little doodahs down here to make it pretty. Shadowed that thanks with a lighter color. Pick. And then he added some ink edging to this to really set it off with a beautiful little scene on some craft paper. add a cat right there. That's so Jay. That's so nice. Which is so Jay also. Thank you, Mr. Holiday. We appreciate you a lot. He has a YouTube show on every Sunday evening that you can check out. This one has a bit of a party going on with Roulette Robot on it. A little scene that's so fun. And there's Roulette Robot now. That is a Mug Club Roulette Robot. However, see, he's got his mug. And this is from Bonnie Y. Aw. And a very nice typed note. No parameters scare me, she says. And I'm proud of that. But this all background stamping was made from a stamp she carved a long time ago. Isn't that cool looking? It looks like jelly plate influence. And then this is washi tape, I think. This could almost be a bookbinding if this little piece was closed up and folded. And there's our little Roulette. He's always a pleasure to see. And this is from the Basics stamp set that we have here to sell. And those are there's a little wheel, and the little wheel has little pieces that you can put in it. And she used those just for the little gizmos around the edges. That's very clever. I love those colors, though. Those look beautiful, Miss Bonnie. And congratulations on hitting Mug Club. That's a big, big deal. You fill my heart. And she has an old 5-cent stamp there. What a cool card. Thank you. Very artsy. Very pretty. This is making up for last week when I didn't have any mail. This one's from Patricia Steer. And it is adorable. It's a little mouse die cut. He's a football mouse. He's a Mahomes mouse. He's got our Kansas City Chiefs quarterback number. Kansas City #1 fan. I'm really not that because I'm such a fair weather fan. And there's a Casey pennant there. And on that light green, it looks great. Just to say. But look how cute that is on the angles and everything. So cute. So cute. And then she's thanking us for a Krog. And that's on a Post-it. And so I can reuse it, but I probably won't. I probably just keep it. That's really sweet. I don't know that Patrick Mahomes has ever been honored as a mouse before. Lion among men. But maybe a bit of a mouse at home. I don't know. That is just lovely. Thank you so much, Patricia, for thinking of us. And I hope you liked your Krog. Maybe you'll get another one soon. This is from the dad joke, the Thanksgiving dad joke queen, Lenine Jessie. Always time for tea. I do like that idea. Man, that's pretty. Oh, this must be for Aunt Jean. It is. It's for Aunt Jean, and I peeked because it said it's your birthday, and I was going, oh, wait a minute. It's not my birthday. So I will put this in Aunt Jean's pile. Look at, she always has so much texture, patterns, and activity on her cards, but they're so pretty. She does a lot of cards for Relatively Thoughtful, and so it's nice. But look, it's just beautiful. Look at that texture on it looks like stone. And then all those little details, so inking on the fern and the mushrooms with some pretty little light blue in there. I thought maybe she'd added that little place. And a little pretty tea set. I would like to go to a small little cottage in the wood and see this little setting around as I walk trip, trop up the cobblestones for a cup of tea with my friends. I think that would be a nice little treat. I think Aunt Jean will think it's a lovely idea and treat too. Thank you, Lenine, for thinking of her. That is wonderful. She's going to love it. I'll put it in the Aunt Jean pile. And one more for tonight, and it's from Laura Hodges. And this card, Laura's been making cards for a long time. And she said she made this card about 20 years ago. So it was really funny that she would still have it, pull it out, and use it. I like it, though. I really like it. I think I kind of remember 20 years ago this kind of stamp. And then you would add, it's a pretty good stamp, really. You can add all sorts of stuff. Whenever you have a basic kind of image, you can always add all sorts of stuff to it. Same with wreaths that are real basic and not too overdone. Then you have carte blanche to add whatever you want. You could put parakeets or whatever you want on there. You're going to have cats on your trees. But she chose buttons and added little tiny berry dots. And I think those were early spray days. And a lovely ribbon. This could be a bookbinding too if it had folded right there. Bookbinding. It's on my brain. But thank you, Miss Laura. Thank you so much for your sweet card. We appreciate you. We really do. Well, I better move on before I forget what I'm doing because that solar flare still may be acting up. Let's get to Act 2. Thank you guys for sending those cards. They were lovely. Act 2 Showcase. This is where we have a muster of makers. That's a pretty good one. This is where we're going to look at some of the cards that you've already sent in to Craft Roulette, episode 293, where we had Catherine Pooler and Erica on. It was a fun show. They're always fun. There's just a lot of energy in that little room, I think. It's really good. But they're a great team. I admire how well they work together and really enjoy them when they can join us. So thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you in 2026. These are randomly chosen. I don't have anything to do with. Nobody here has anything to do with picking them. And let's start with my card. It's a bookbinding card, by golly, by jingo, after all. And then what makes it a bookbinding card, classic bookbinding card, is that piece over on the left is glued down. Then the fold is actually in about 3/4 or an inch. You can change that up if you want. But you just have a smaller front flap. Oh, you have a smaller back flap too. But you can do it with squares and all sorts of stuff. I just forgot what I was doing that night, and anyway, it was quite a moment. That Forgetimus Holdimus. Sandwich shop were our colors, so I had like bun brown, cheese yellow, red tomato, and green lettuce, and I used a stamp. It's not a stamp. I used an image that I had drawn, and I had several in that series, and I've never done anything with them except print them off for myself. So I enjoyed seeing her. I like seeing what I draw. I enjoy looking through my sketch pads and all that kind of stuff. So I enjoyed using her. Music was our element, and I used an old piece of sheet music that Smurfy sent me. And wrapping, I used a little twine that was pretty and wrapped it around the card fold, which is that's kind of a bonus thing you can do with a bookbinding card. You have that extra little place to fold. That was my card. I think it turned out pretty good for almost being a disaster. Terry K. Moose from Honduras Beach Designs. What did you come up with? You have ice cream colors and a ballerina ice cream sandwich, because that's where they belong. The song with lyrics, "It's the most wonderful time of the year." We do have a lot of Christmas cards this week. We also have a lot of birthday cards, because "Happy Birthday to You" is a song. Nutcracker music, ballerina is standing ice cream. Sounds good. Tasty to me, Miss Terry. Musical notes in the background. This Christmas songs, Nutcracker. Boy, you pulled it all in. And why not? It's very, very fun. But, your ballerina is definitely a Nutcracker kind of thing, which I have already listened to this year. It's such a beautiful piece. And the gold thread is on the binding. Yep, see, that's another thing you can do. You can put it on the binding part or a mat on the binding part and then glue it down. So you don't have to worry about it shifting. Oh, those terrible things that we have to worry about as card makers. Oh, my twine shifted. Oh, dear Mama Llama. Here's my drama, my twine twisted. But that's really sweet. Very, very pretty and cute. I like those colors a lot, Terry. Got to meet Terry this summer at Paper Ganza. It was a treat. Pamela M. from New York, USA, number 63. Way to go, girl. Jersey Mike's subs are our favorite sandwich shop. You know, I think I've only had Jersey Mike's once, and I don't remember it. A2 bookbinding card. You see you can even have smaller bookbinding cards on another card too. Just a thought. Or you can use that thought, a bookbinding card in a junk journal. There's nothing that's keeping you from doing it, except just doing it. Jersey Mike's is red, blue, and white. There you go. I didn't have any idea because I think it was just delivered to a place of business I worked at, and I never went into a shop. Musical notes. The word song is in the sheet music. Well, you can see the sheet music in there. And you've got a treble clef, you've got notes. You're well covered there, young lady. And you've wrapped baker's twine around the card into a bow. You did a good job of tying that bow. And you did a good job of getting it photographed, too. And I like how you use that vellum in the middle. It looks good. It really, it makes it have so many more colors than it would have, and softens it, too. Well done. Nice job, Pam. Perfect. You got all those parameters checked. Kimberly D. from Wisconsin. Now, if you were JD, I'd say Kimberly D. But you're not, so we'll just move on. Left margin book bound. I got to meet Kimberly too at Paper Ganza. Lettuce, tomato, mustard on bread. You know, here we go, talking about food again. Gina K music background. Oh yeah, perfect. Way to go. I wonder if she's ever played it. She's musical. Spellbind. Maybe she wrote it. They have written music, so maybe. Spellbinder's yellow wrapping die on left, garland on tree. Yep. You got it all covered too. So this is a great gallery to go, okay, the element can be part of the background, it can be a foreground, it can be a sentiment, it can be anything. So not everything translates that easily, but this one really did. 139, girl. That's so good. That's just wonderful. Cheryl Garman from Indiana, 125, a major milestone achiever. We will celebrate her on Friday in the Parade of Achievers when we have Tracy Phillips on. You know, Bill, we could still get fired between now and then. Book binding card. It's on the left. I wonder if you ever do Hat Trick Smith. Bookbinding on the right as a Zoe-fold, what would we call it? If you had the bookbinding on the right of a Z-fold. Work on that one. My brain doesn't go to 3 steps. It can only do 2 at a time. Red tomato, green lettuce, brown bread, gray tables. That's a cute little retro piece of paper. Music, jingle bells. It's adorable. I'm hearing it. I'm seeing it on my Facebook and things. I'm loving absolutely a zook fold. I challenge you. The challenge is on. We need to make some zook folds. Thank you. Really shouldn't have been that hard, should it? I love it. Wrapped gift held by snowman. I know you're laughing, Hat Trick. I do. I know you. But I love that retro feel. It's beautiful. So what makes it feel so retro? That's what I need to know. How do I pull that into my life? I think I don't know. I could study it and figure it out. I like the gray instead of the dark black. I don't know. I'm going to have to think on that. How do you make a retro feel? Is it the color? Oh, the things we have to think about. Cheryl, you got me, my well-kissed brain working overtime, and I like it. Thank you. Jen Z from New York, 170. Oh, we went from snowmen to spring daffodils or spring flowers, it looks like to me. She's got green, yellow, and white embossed sheet music. Oh, it's embossed. That's a cool thing, too. And then she wrapped the flowers. You wrapped them in newspaper, but you also kind of wrapped that cross on the T around it. Almost went all the way around it. And you have wrapped twine. Oh, Jen, you were so covered on that. But wrapped is a good one, isn't it? Wrapped's easy. Because you can always wrap something. Nice job, Jen. You have made so many cards. You and your mom. I just love knowing you're sitting in that craft room together, making your cards. I do. I love it. I absolutely love it. Rhonda F. from Georgia. This is your 92nd? How can that be? This is a bookbinding card. Colors bread, roast beef, lettuce from a sandwich shop. Sounds really delicious. Included embossed music sheet. Another embossed music sheet. I've never even thought of an embossed music sheet. The gifts on the spine are wrapped. Yeah, wrapped presents. There were a lot of presents, too. This is your song, Sylvia? It's a good one. A little chair dance. Yeah, it's a good one. I didn't know which one it was anyway. Oh, now I know. We're going to wrap it up we're going to use our random parameter wrap for this being our last card. Bye, Cool Johnny. His 62nd. He's going gourmet. He's got red balsamic vinegar and spinach colors. That you must be eating at a highfalutin sandwich shop. The sheet music and the song title look great. Oh, Tannenbaum. And I know, I can't even apologize enough, Stephanie. But twine wrapped on binding part of card. Beautiful. That's really pretty, Johnny. The trees are part of Mindless Crafting Christmas digital tree downloads. Free downloads. Ooh, even better. Fussy cutting them. Way to go, buddy. And wasn't a breeze. Oh, like a wind. But you just breeze through them. They're not that hard. You know, the thing on that is you get the shape like a triangle, and then you come back in and you just snip out those little pieces. But that's a beautiful card, Cool Johnny. I think it's real cool. You did it. Thank you so much, everybody. There's over 300 million cards over there. I don't know how many there are, but there's a bunch. Probably a few less than 300 million. But there's still quite a few. But if you are a member, you still can send in your card. You still have till Thursday night at midnight Central Time. So let's do it. Let's do it. Bring it up. Because these are good cards. This is a great set of parameters. Let's get ready. Whodunit? Act 3 is upon us. Are we ready for this? Are you feeling it? Do you think you're going to catch me tonight? I think you will. I don't know. It's cute. It doesn't look retro. Maybe it does a little bit. I don't know. Well, you tell me later. But I did case a really great card. So don't look for any. Only look at the great cards. They're all great. All right, you're ready to rumble. Here we go. Let's look at the rules, shall we? There they are, showing up. But for your convenience and irritation, I'm going to read them. The object of the game is to be the first card detective to correctly solve the mystery of Whodunit and provide the clue that broke the case wide open. The details are... Am I going to yawn? I'm trying not to. I will be making a card based on a card from the most recent episodes gallery. My project will be inspired by a selected card and will not be a perfect copy. There will be clues in my project, but it won't be as easy as finding one match because they could be quite hidden, changed, or altered. Yes, they could. To play the game, you must be present during the live stream to participate. You know that. If you're watching the replay crew if you're a part of the replay crew, by the way, would you please leave us a comment and say hi? We would love to hear from you. And you need to have the correct gallery open on craftroulette.live to look for the clues. That would be episode 293, and there it is. It's already dropped right there in the chatter box for you. To solve the mystery, type at Craft Roulette. There's 3 things. That's the first thing, followed by the name of the crafter you believed inspired my card. And 3, the clue that you found that broke the case wide open. Be the first to solve the mystery of who done it correctly in the live chat, and you'll be tonight's winner. Yes, Hattrick Smith knows. She said she's calling in this message for me. She says, catch Mary in the act and earn the most coveted prize in the Crafterverse, a Krog. That's a Craft Roulette original giveaway, a handmade card with an itty bitty gift. Thank you for calling that in, Hattrick. Hey, Michelle, aren't you glad your little thing is over? Oh, so relax. You did so good. Anyway, yes, and there's a place on the website where you can claim that prize, and it will claim for whodunit. So, don't let those solar flares get in your way. And let's get down to the game. Here we go. Are we ready? Oh, you aren't ready yet, because you haven't heard from Decoy Duck. Well, Decoy Duck, do you like Thanksgiving in the United States? You don't mind it, do you? Because duck isn't usually served, right? You're kind of you lobby for turkey. Were you like one of the early turkey lobbyists in the United States for Thanksgiving? Yep. Eat more turkey. You're kind of like the Chick-fil-A cow. Or is it the cow or the chicken? I don't know. Anyway, did you cross the, why did the duck cross the road? To warn the turkey? Yeah, I thought so. Okay, you have anything else to say? Yeah, that means good luck in duck. Cow, that's right, it is cow. On the spot thinking. It's not happening these days. Okay. Oh, Miss Binstead, you've got my Murder She Crafted shirt on tonight. I just sent one out to my friend Aline for her birthday. It was in September, but I figured better late than never, right? Yeah. Okay, well, all the best to you all. You know your instructions. Let's get busy. I have 18 steps, but I went ahead and did a couple of them, so I don't know how many steps we have. Yeah, you know. This is not a big problem. But we've got to, see, I don't even know if I need these because I may have already colored everything. I don't know. Loading up that desk, that mask. I was on somebody's call show the other night. Whose was that? Was it also inspired, or was it the one that was on at the same? There were two on at the same time, and somebody said, "Did she just say mask?" I said, "Yes, she did." And I was so proud that my friend had used the word mask. Who? What? Oh, 2 minutes. See, watching two things at once can really. Oh my goodness, that's way more than I should do. All right, what the heck? Let's get this thing going, should we? Yeah. Got a lot going on here. Well, first things first. I better make this a bookbinding card. Oh, let's see. Let's try it this way. What am I thinking? I never use it that way. Okay, so I'll put that. I'm going to make it a 3. Is this busted? Why isn't it? I mean, you just don't know. This is only about 30 years old. No, it's not that old, but it's pretty old. I don't know. It's not going down. We're going to change plans. That was not a decoy. So don't worry. Now, how do I do that? This is a fourth. There's a half. Where's my score? Bador. Score. I put it in one of those little pockets. Okay. That's a half. That's 3/4. I decided to do 3/4. But you don't have to do 3/4. But you can. All right. Whew. Baby, I better put that down. I'm not kidding. I don't want to. Yes, I can only blame solar flares so long. But you better believe I'm going to do it. I will. I will take advantage of that excusemus for my forgetimus, foldimus. Terrible condition to have when you're the intrepid host. But it's part of being the intrepid host, after all. A zook fold, huh? Well, we may have a little joy fold involved here. Just because we can. Oh, and the guesses are coming in. I like a enthusiastic crowd. Precision is my middle name. No. Audacious is my middle name. There we go. Okay. This is going to be fine. And this was pre-measured. There we go. Is that going to be like that? Yep. That's going to be just fine. But I don't need you. No. Let's just do the next thing. Mary, Mary, Mary. Doesn't that look pretty? This is a lot of coloring. I should have probably inked that. I don't know how long an Olo lasts, but I think that's kind of like one of its things is it lasts quite a while because there's just an ink holder in there instead of like a felt ink well. It's an empty well. It's like a cartridge, I think. Don't quote me. I could be totally making it up. I don't think so. I really don't. I think it's true. I think it's true what they say. Okay, so this is a Zook fold, a Joy fold bookbinding card, right? Is that what it is? Yes, I think that's what it is, a Zook fold. I had a dentist named Zook, but he was a nice man. Hurt his back in a car accident and had to retire. I thought that was really sad because he did a good job. I thought perhaps it was because he had fixed so many of my teeth that his annuities were all fixed up and he didn't need me anymore. But I hope he's doing well. He was a good guy. Okay, Mary, anytime you want to check your notes, you better do that. We're not doing fancy stuff here. We're doing criminal stuff. Oh, That one's quite a bit darker. Surprise! Wow, that's a lot of circles. Circles are good. We've had plain circles on the board and we've had fancy circles. It's got to keep your circle game up to play craft roulette. Whew. Here we go. I think that's going to be pretty good for now. Kind of clean my brush at the same time. Okay, look at your notes. Look at them. 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 Yeah, that. Okay. What will it be tonight? What will it be that gives me away? Ooh, here you go. You got some good guesses going on. Great guesses. But you're good detectives. Great detectives. Snowy circles. Woo! There's some cool cards. I hope you're enjoying them. Okay. It is so hard not to sing in this gallery. I've been singing, I have. Okay, let's see. Okay. Where's the other one? Blast it. I really thought I had prepared myself here. Looking through my little thing here, though, I don't find what I'm looking for. Oh, I'll be darned. Maybe it's up here. Nope. This is not a ruse. I'm looking for something. This is not a criminal deflection. Even though I am not above it. Well, okay, we'll start with these. We'll just start with these. I am flummoxed, however. Is that the right one? Yeah. And flummoxed doesn't look good on me. I've tried it on multiple times lately, and I don't really like the way it looks. Okay. Well. I am. Hi, I'm Flummoxed Gun. Flummoxed Gun. Would that be a good band name? No, I don't think so. Okay. Cheesy. Lemon squeezy. I'm going to cover that because I am a responsible craftette. The chatterbox is being monitored for possible detective work, for possible detective action, appropriate winning detective action. I gotta find that cheese. I thought I had prepared my cheese better. This is a great little cheesy set from Trinity. And there's so many cheesy puns. They're hilariously wonderful. And all sorts of coup d'etat. Is that right? Charcuterie that you can use. I've had fun making cards with this set a lot. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, shoot. This is not the way I saw myself spending my evening. I thought I would have everything ready. Is it under here? No. Now, I'm not like I said, I am absolutely not opposed to shenanigans. But this was not part of my shenanigans. Okay, I'm going to look in my little packet here. Uno mas time. That is not it. Okay. Okay, one more time. This is not, there it is, but that's not it. Okay, well, ooh. Okay, it's not a big deal. It sounds like it's a really big deal. It is not. All I have to do is stamp something. The disappointments in life, though, fall when you don't think you needed to do that, right? Okay, because it's a light color I'm going to color, and I don't want it to smear, and so I had pre-stamped them. I thought I was so good. It must be solar flares. I think I know what it is, but I don't know where it is. I stamped it twice. One of them, it's on a piece of paper, but it's turned upside down. One of them didn't turn out right, and so I stamped it again, and I bet I have seen it 10 to 20 times. Okay, we're okay, though. We're okay. We're going to carry on like good craftettes would do, even when they're flummoxed. So carry on. And by the way, I know that you're thinking, why isn't she making this cheese more realistic? This is not the kind of cheese that would be that color. Well, you're probably right. I'm not, and it isn't, and it probably is just going to have to be, Yeah. But, because I don't even know what kind of cheese this is. I looked at cheese today on the internet, and I think this one is brie. So I left the white kind of, because I'm a realist here. So I left it kind of white, thinking, oh, it's going to be brie. But it may not be. So I don't know. Hickory Farms is not gonna, they've never hired me, so that's probably a good thing. And there is something about cheese and cutting, and I didn't want to do that too much on tonight's show, so I was trying to have it all pre-trimmed, shall we say. We'll just say pre-trimmed, because I wanted you to concentrate on the crime, not basic humor. So, pardon me. Kind of chokes me up to think about it. Okay, here we go. We're getting close. So this is going to wrap up fast. I will tell you that. And I don't blame you for not knowing what the heck I'm doing yet. But it is going to wrap up fast. So make sure. How did this desk get like this? Make sure you are not scrolling on your phone while trying to catch me because you're going to want to pay attention. This is it's getting serious. That's just the crime is getting serious. You've had a heads up from some informants that there's a crime going down right here on Craft Roulette in Revue. This is all pretend, by the way, internet. Don't be thinking we're doing something wrong. We're not. So, this is just goofy crimes. Goofy crimes. Here we go. There's a real cool step. I want to, if I get to it, you're gonna love having that tip. Don't know if we'll get to it. Okay, I'm trying to warn you on things. I shouldn't have warned you that good. Oh my goodness. I got caught. Okay, well, we'll just carry on then. We're going to carry on because we're almost done. Now I can just breathe easy and wait for the trial. The winner, I'm not going to say who it was, but I thought of that person just today, and thought, she used to catch me sometimes. Yep. Okay, so here's the sitch. We're going to add some little scarves. But the scarves aren't big enough for these cheese. These scarves are supposed to be for these cheeses, but they're not quite big enough. So we're going to cut into them because we're going to add one little piece to this puzzle. That is a finishing touch. To the case. Well, not just one. But we'll just wrap that. We're going to wrap that scarf around that cheese. Because that's what we do. We wrap cheese with scarves. I don't need that part, I don't think. I'm going to not glue that part down in case I do need it, but I don't think I need it. Then, I got caught. Somebody's going to get a croak. Okay, here we go. Now where's a little piece of scrap? I wonder what happened to that. Okay, here's the little fun thing. Yeah, we are going to have to cut that. Okay, we need to make a little something. Make this realistic, or realistic cheese whiz. This is not cheese whiz. This is real cheese. Okay. We don't use processed cheese foods on our cards. This is all real. Real cheese. We may not know what it is, but it's real cheese. And we need 2. This is such a cute thing. It is such a cute card. I hope you have enjoyed all the fun things. There's some really funny things. There's some beautiful Christmas cards. Whoa, you guys did great this week. Okay, that's going to be right there and right there. But we're going to wait for that. Yeah. Because it is time, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, crafters and craftettes, to know not where this cheese went. It's a hygiene cheese. But to find out who I cased tonight and who caught me. Are we ready? Here we go. Yay! Cheryl M. was the card that I was casing. And there's my card with the Zookfold, except I forgot to I put it on this side instead of this side. This is actually the side it would go on. And my Zookfold. So let's walk through the parameters and see how I stole her art. Cheryl M. was my inspiration. It's her 25th card, which is just fantastic. And we thank you so much for joining us so very many times. We will be celebrating you on the Parade of Achievers later on Friday. Lisa Hunter, longtime viewer and player. Great detective. I think, Lisa, was yours the first card that I cased on when it wasn't Whodunit, but it was the other one. But it was Whodunit, just had another name. And I cased your card and you caught me. I think you were the first one and you caught me real fast. So the bookbinding card. We both did bookbinding cards. She did a 1/4 of an inch side score. I did 3/4 of an inch. Sandwich shop. She did Firehouse Subs, which is a chain in the United States. I don't know where else. Black, red, orange. I did the same, and I added a little bit of blue just to be a little bit sneaky. Music. She did notes on her background up in her red part. So I did notes in my cheese circles because that seemed appropriate. Her wraps were, she wrapped caroling cat element around the book cover. So you can see on her, she's a member, so she has 2 images. And she had this little part where her cats are. It was wrapped around on the back. And I thought, well, that's a perfect opportunity to add a Zoe fold. So I did, but now I know it's a Zook fold. And, yeah, that's how I did it. What else? I think that's pretty much it. I thought it was really cute. She had a fa la 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 meow, which was a pun. And so I did a pun, except about cheese. Baby, it's Colby outside. And then she had a little mouse up right on her sentiment. So there was a little image that I knew of a little boy giving a heart to a girl, because nothing says love like a bad cheese pun or a good cheese pun, some caroling cheeses, and a Zook fold. I think that's a very romantic thing. So here's my little thing that I was just about to do. She has little caroling books. Oh, isn't that cute? So I made little caroling books, but they were caroling books with purpose because they covered up my butchered scarves, which she had cats with scarves and hats. So that's what I did. And hers was kind of rounded, so I made it shaped. Yeah, that was it. I did throw some decoys in there, mostly because they were on my mask. Congratulations, Lisa Hunter. Well done. Harump, harump, harump. That's good. That was good. Have you answered that? Yep. Yeah, she says she thinks so. That was an old show on Fun University's YouTube channel, and it was called Guess Who at that point. And then we redid it and made it Whodunit, and it is the game that you're used to it now. It was about the same. Anyway, very fun. Congratulations, Lisa. And we want to always remember to say thank you to our members. Oh, those decoys, they get you, Kamado? Sorry, I enjoy that way too much. But here are the wonderful bean footage of our members. We thank you guys so much. Look at all you splendid people that keep us on the air. Remember that tomorrow at noon Central Time, Silver and Golden Up have a happy birthday card party. It doesn't mean you have to make birthday cards. It doesn't mean anything much. You can just show up at work if you want and have lunch with us. It's all fine. We're just, we solve the big craft problems of the world. It's like a big mama llama craft drama. Kumbaya kind of Zoom call. And isn't that what we're all craving? Yeah, I know. I think so. It's what the world needs now. So, anyway, we thank you so much for your generosity and your faithful giving. Honestly, our members are remarkably faithful. Those little numbers by their name is how many months they have been donating to us to keep us on the air, and that's big. There's some big numbers in there, so thank you very much. If you want to learn more about how to participate as a member on these marvelous Zoom calls, etc., etc., you can find out on craftroulette.live/support. You can also find out about our stamp sets and die sets. Friday night, and then we have for Silver and Up, we have our after party Zoom call on Friday night after Craft Roulette when Tracy and Bill Phillips will be joining us. You're fired, Bill. It'll be fun. They're precious, precious, nice people. And I know they brought a bunch of their friends to us years ago when they first joined us on the show. So I'm looking forward to catching up with them. They've had some ups and downs since we saw them, and I'm glad that they're on the upside of their downs. All right. Thank you for the reminder, VJ Designs. Kiss those brains. Enjoy your night and your day. We'll see you Friday. Remember, no in review next week. We'll see you in 2 weeks on a Wednesday night. And for now, nighty-night. Thank you.